Okay.
Coach Lou, it was a pleasure training Gabby. She did a great job. What we started out doing is running backwards, counting to the peak of her running, which I may eventually change. So right now, we're running back. I found out where I felt like she was about to peak at so she wouldn't run any further. And once we did that, we turned back around and we started going forward. And as you'll see, I have taught her to do a couple of things. One is to say speed, height, landing, to really give her a visual that we're going to go fast down the runway. We are going to work on our height and we're going to work on our landing. So I make all the kids do that just from a training perspective so they can visualize what they'll be doing. Next, we move that mark to where it should be, and now we're trying to make sure we hit the board with accuracy. And this is before we do a technique that I like to call the 3 tennis ball technique. So she's getting ready. First time she's doing it. She's running good full speed, slightly over, no problem. I can work with that. So we continue to work with that to make sure we got her steps measured properly so she won't have to worry about that again. Again, you can see her coming down slightly over, same spot. We don't do any movements until I know that she's hitting consistently. Now that I know, I'm excited. And so now all I have to do is move her mark back probably about a half a foot. So this is what I'm doing. I'm explaining to her what we've done, what we're going to do, and how she should never worry about her steps again. There will be slow tracks, there will be fast tracks.
Got my phone. So right now we were able to have her hit the after the board at the exact same spot. So what we did going backwards, what we did going forward, worked. Now we're going to make sure she starts at the exact same spot. All right.
So what I'm doing now is just really talking to her about how she should put her tennis balls, if there's a fast track or a slow track. If she's going over, she should move back. If she's not hitting the board, she should move that mark up. And so now I'm getting ready to actually talk to her about where she should actually place the second and third tennis ball, which is really her second and third step. We have the second and third step. Now we're going to actually take off, run about halfway while she's saying speed, height, and landing, get her into a repetition, and then I'm allowing her to take off so we can try to get her a feel of what she will actually be doing when she runs full speed. Once I know she's doing that consistently, the move back is easy. And as a result, you'll see she'll be able to do it and hit the board with exact precision.
Okay. So basically this is the 3 tennis ball technique. Right now, her marks now where she hit the board perfectly in the middle is 80.3. And then she's going to walk it off. I'm not really going to keep these measurements, but just so you'll know it on video, it's like 77.7, 75.3. But we don't have to remember the other two. We're going to walk them off. What we do need to remember is this one, because this has got us hitting the board perfect. And that would be 80.3. So now, Gabby, what you're going to do is take your feet. You'll do this with spikes on again. So we're going to do this with spikes on again, but now we don't have to do that much work. And you're going to walk it off to the next tennis ball, making sure your heel is behind that tennis ball or right in, align with it. 1, 2, and whatever your feet is, and that's what you're going to measure. Let's walk that off. Okay. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and see where your heel is. Okay, so yours is like 3 and right there by your ankle. Okay, start over. So that's your second foot. Now you're going to start all the way over. There you go. 1, 2, and probably about a half. That's what you want to say it is, about a half. Okay, so remember that. Now it's on video. We'll replay it if we need to. But the main mark is what?
Finished up with the drill to work on her height, and that will conclude it. She did an outstanding job today or Sunday, and I'm really proud of her.